Jackson Brown. Dr. Mine Eye.
Cash call, the money game, the WIP money game. Cash call, the money game, the WIP money game.
Cash calling to Barrington, New Jersey, and on the line with us now is Mrs. Harry Emmel of Oak Avenue in Barrington. How much money in the cash call, Mrs. Emmel?
Oh, let me see, $516.61.
$797.61.
Oh, boy. Every time I listen, you never call.
Well, that happens, but sometimes every time we call, you never listen. Da-da-da-da-da. We're going to add some money to the cash call jackpot as we do when we do not get the right amount, like $4 in there right now, and that brings it over $800. And should make it $801.61 for the next cash call. $801.61. $801.61 for cash call. Dreamboat Annie. Heart. 9 minutes before 9. Tom Lamaine time. Some snow forecast tonight. A winter storm warning is in effect. Snow tonight tapering off to flurries by morning. There are possibilities of 5 inches of accumulation. Stay tuned. Here's Elton John.
When I look back,
WIP.
Salt and cindering crews are out in full force at this hour, and traffic is not too bad if you take it easy. You get where you want to go, when you want to get there. And safely, too. Stay tuned. Updating the weather and traffic. John Paul Weber, 9 o'clock news in just a couple of minutes. Right now, Kenny Nolan.
I like dreaming.
That's Kenny Nolan. And I like dreaming. Tom Lamaine at 9 p.m. on WIP, Metro Video Radio in Philadelphia.
Federal Appeals Court vacated its ruling of last week, which had halted promotions of Pennsylvania state troopers. A panel of judges decided not to interfere with Judge Clifford Scott Green's previous order that a percentage of all promotions go to members of minority groups. White trooper Gerald Dunn had brought an intervening suit last week, claiming he was 80th on the promotion list, was bypassed in favor of others considerably lower on the list. State Police Commissioner James Barger told WIP News late today he'll be conferring with a representative of the State Attorney General's office in the morning on a possible appeal. In any case, the next payday is February 3rd, and that's when the promotions would actually take effect. In the WIP newsroom, this is John Paul Weber.
Hello. Say hello on a Craco.
Craco CB.
Say hello on a Craco.
Craco CB.
Craco CB is leading the way, so say hello on a Craco.
From L.A. to New York, from Miami to Seattle, all across the country, people are saying hello on a Craco. Now you can say hello on a new Craco 40-channel CB. That's right, they're here. 40-channel sets from Craco, the name you can depend on. Exceptional styling in a whole range of 40-channel CBs to fit every budget. And everyone has Craco's famous Phasomatic for locked-in clear reception. The waiting is over.
Say hello on a Craco. Craco communication is breaking through across the nation. Citizens bands all over the land. Say hello on a Craco.
Craco 40-channel CBs available now at Kmart, G.C. Murphy, and Murphy Mart.
Philadelphia hopes to get 2.7 million gallons of diesel oil to help alleviate the natural gas crisis in this area. That supply hopefully will come from Texaco, from BP, and from Pennzoil. Mayor Rizzo made the announcement. At the same time, the Philadelphia Gas Works was telling Atlantic Richfield that its daily gas quota of 8 million cubic feet was being cut, since ARCO says it will be able to replace the cutback amount with supplies from its Houston refinery. Mayor Rizzo also announced the suit threatened against Transco is being delayed until company officials meet with the city brass to talk about it. That's the chief supplier for the city. Philadelphia firemen battled a two-alarmer in a snowstorm tonight. Heavily damaged was a drugstore at 52nd and Baltimore. Firemen still on the scene. The flames have gone through the roof. So far, no reports of any injuries. Earlier, about 200 or so firemen had controlled that 5-alarmer down at the ARCO refinery in South Philadelphia some 90 minutes after it broke out. 4 injuries resulted. One of the men is in serious condition. He was a private contractor working at ARCO. During the height of the blaze, Commissioner Joe Rizzo was asked about the number of oil refinery fires in recent times.
No, I'm not really alarmed at the number we're having because this has been going on since the refineries have been in Philadelphia. I think they're more highly publicized now, the fires we have. But I can remember coming in here 3-4 times a year, and not only here but Gulf, and sometimes you see a little piece in the paper. But this is a dangerous kind of business. I mean, you have to expect it. If you want to have fuel to heat your homes and operate your automobiles, you're going to have this type of operation. And I don't think we're ever going to eliminate any accidents in these refineries. I think it's an impossibility.
Rizzo says he expects no additional assessment against ARCO, a major taxpayer for Philadelphia, regarding the firefighting operations today, that it's considered a normal fire. A young mother and her daughter burned to death this afternoon in a Wilmington house fire. Police say that 19-year-old Pamela Fletcher and her 4-year-old daughter Rosetta were trapped in the third-floor bedroom of their home. Both died of burns and smoke inhalation. Fire officials say the fire started on the second floor, 5 other members of the family being treated at the Wilmington Medical Center. In Washington, a White House spokesman says President Carter has not yet reviewed or approved of any proposal to temporarily lift price controls on natural gas. Congressional sources had reported earlier that Mr. Carter is likely to ask Congress tomorrow for a lifting of the controls, possibly until this summer. Such a move would be designed to ease the severe natural gas shortage caused by the unusually cold winter in eastern and midwestern states. Staff members of congressional committees with jurisdiction over natural gas were working on the natural gas problem today with Chief White House Energy Advisor James Schlesinger. The Federal Energy Administration estimates that up to 300,000 workers have now been laid off in the last week because of the cold weather and resulting energy shortages. The governor of Florida asked Agriculture Secretary Berglund to declare his state an agriculture disaster area because of the cold wave. Defense Secretary Harold Brown reportedly has proposed defense cuts that would include a reduction in armed forces strength of 10,000 men. Ford Motor Company has announced price reductions of $32 to $227 on several of its small cars. Overseas, Zambia's prime minister has accused Rhodesia's white minority government of masterminding the killing of a key aide to Rhodesian black nationalist leader Joshua Nkomo. Sixth-seeded Harold Solomon has advanced to the second round of the U.S. Pro Indoor Tennis Championships in Philadelphia, defeating Jim Delaney. Other first-round winners were Fred McNair, Bill Scanlon, and Trey Waltke. Top seeds Jimmy Connors and Bjorn Borg drew first-round byes. They start action tomorrow. And 2 former American Basketball Association players are the top vote-getters for the upcoming NBA All-Star Game. Julius Erving of the Philadelphia 76ers, David Thompson of the Western Conference Denver Nuggets. In the WIP newsroom, this is John Paul Weber. Winter storm warning tonight, snow tonight, tapering off to flurries in the morning. Rather light fall in Center City at the moment. Possible accumulations up to 5 inches. Partly sunny tomorrow afternoon. Low tonight around 25, high tomorrow near 35. Partly cloudy Wednesday, high of 30. The extended outlook partly cloudy Thursday through Saturday and turning colder. Airport temperature 28 degrees, humidity 85%, on Rittenhouse Square 34.
Neil Diamond. Song sung blue. Yeah. 9:10 p.m. on 6:10 a.m. on your radio. That's WIP. I'm Tom Lamaine. Thank you for finding us on the radio dial. We'll keep you informed as to the snowstorm that we're having. Another, yet still one more, in what has probably turned out to be the worst winter we've ever had. And a major winter storm has formed in the south and is moving up from Virginia. Actually, it's coming up from the Carolinas right now. And this snow will last all night tonight.